What's going on, YouTube family? Michael here at 3D Print Everything, and this is, I believe, the 5th part in this ProMega. And yeah, it's not my most hated printer, at least. I know a lot of people online have really disliked this and don't like it in its stock form. And from what I've read on the comments, the extruder housing, I believe this back housing, and the some of the different printed parts in this printer here are different from stock. And what was it? I believe I've got it running potentially consistently. So there's definitely some unique things I have to do to it. Literally, after every single print, it has to be homed before you start a print. And sometimes it has to be like firmware restarted. Like sometimes it just hangs on a certain code, and I have to firmware restart it, then home it, then start a print, and that works. But as long as I'm doing that, if it finishes completely, and I home it, I can then start another one. So that's kind of cool. So here's 3 prints that it's made so far. So we got this neat twisted Eiffel Tower here, and a couple of AA and AAA battery holders. Some of the issues, it didn't quite stick perfectly, so I've got, as it was making that first layer, I've got a little bit of mess here to clean up. And since it was run on Cura, I didn't have a way to slow this down. I know in Simplify 3D it has a setting that says if the layer is faster than 8 seconds, then slow the speed down by like 70%. I saw Cura has print small parts at a lower speed, so I'm curious if that's like the same thing, that if that's considered a small part, it'll slow it down. So I'm going to try that. Man, that just looks cool though. So I like that. I like this. And it did print one other small part that I don't have handy. But yeah, this is cool. It's not my most hated printer so far. I think I've got it dialed in. The biggest key is that it kept on stop extruding, because I'm only using the left motor right now, after like 3 to 5 minutes. So generally, before it even would get here, it would stop extruding. What I did was up the voltage on this one. So in the screen, I upped the voltage, and yeah, it's not too hot yet, but I went ahead and preemptively just put some heat sinks on it, and they do seem to be pulling more than enough heat out. Actually, one of the heat sinks down there was on the very back of this motor, but I didn't realize it when it homes. This end of this bar actually butts up right close to where these are, so it just knocked it off the back there. But yeah, we're doing a little dice tower right now, and should be a couple hours printing, but it looks to be good. So ProMega M3D, not my most hated printer. Maybe I can keep it consistent. We'll keep this genre going, and I'll do more endurance prints with it to see if we can keep it in its mostly stock form and actually have it as a working printer. Thanks, guys.